Oh, are we live?
Are we live? Hello?
Hello? I think it works. I think it works. We're live.
Let's go!
Let's
Okay.
go, dude. All right, I gotta like find a way to share this.
I think the guy that got first in chat is like really cool.
First, wait, just copy it and send it to Adam so he can like announce it. Yeah, he is 2 steps ahead. Bro is 2 steps ahead. Oh my goodness, he read my mind. Hello, Teddy. Welcome to the chat. And we will be starting qualifying in about 2 minutes. My goodness, dude. Holy crap. This is it. It's actually working. This is a miracle. And we still have the same FC1 gimmick that Satumni didn't decide not to take out because he's a little lazy. What a goofball. we got 9 viewers here. That's crazy. All right, well, welcome guys. Welcome to the FC2 stream because Blue is busy on a trip or something.
Yeah, he's going to Italy. He's not actually. I lied.
That would be sick though. But
That would
anyway,
be
Blue
sick.
Blue couldn't make it, so I'm streaming. You have to bear with the minimal amount of chunks here, as you can see. So it's I'm just flying around and just try and load them in, but we have 144 players on the Frostech server right now. I don't know how many drivers are gonna show up here for this FC2 race, but we have an additional gimmick here as well for the from the FC1 race that Satomni never takes out, just like the French fries last time in Silverstone. But yeah, we're in Spa. Luckily this track has become less tricky since compared to last year and a lot shorter. So we're gonna have a lot more laps and an easier track for the newer drivers, but not really because you have the Spurs making it hard for them. Well, anyway, and in the commentary booth joining me is TTG. You want to say hi?
Oh!
Hello, welcome back. We're in another one of
Oh!
these mountain tracks. I don't know. We just have a thing for streaming these mountain tracks. We
True.
had Imola last time. Now we had Spa Francorchamps with one of the the most elevations. This
I didn't know that they had hills in Belgium.
until you see Eau Rouge, which is I mean turn 2, 3, 4, probably the one turn that's gonna be catastrophic here for 90% of these drivers here driving today. So this probably the most tricky corner. Otherwise, the entire track is straightforward. It, and like it's gotten a lot wider thanks to Adam revamping the track.
Let's go, Adam! And
Oh boy,
Paz worked on this a
just
lot too.
just bear in me, guys. This is anyway. I'm just gonna try a lap
Are you
here.
still trying to load? Are you still trying to load
I'm
chunks?
still trying to load chunks, TTG. And right now I'm just gonna drive a lap. Oh, never mind. I can't drive a lap. I'm gonna get in the way of these drivers who are about to do
Oh,
a one-shot qualifying because we actually have a sprint race going on today. And seems like our TPS has started to drop now. Even if we have 19, that might be lower than that right at the moment. But how many drivers do we have right now? Slash,
at least two.
you think? Yeah, maybe 3. But okay, this TPS is dropping down to 17. This is not looking good. Chat is freezing every now and then, and
It looks like
everyone's
we have
saying golf is
98 drivers signed up right now.
98.
9 now. We could
Oh my
definitely have
goodness.
100 people qualifying today. This
99
is
now. We just added one more. Mfish 13. Welcome to the rage. Anyway, we have a few names here. Big Burb, Kazinhu, Quasar, El Saco, Gamer Live, who are some pretty big names in FC2. El Saco, Quasar are 2, and Gamer Live are actually 3 contenders here. I wonder if Demonatic is on right now. Yes, he is on. Demonatic, our championship leader, is in this race as well. He couldn't make it to the previous race in Silverstone because he was on vacation, and now he's back for more points and still in the championship lead by a lot. So looking at the leaderboard, what are your predictions here for this one-shot quality?
Let's see. Let's see. I know Big Bird, looking at the leaderboard, has been practicing a lot. Um, they're they're about half a second behind Onikaiser, and they're second on the leaderboard. So I expect some big things from them.
Mm-hmm.
Some also notable names are Kazinu and Quasor, who are also on the leaderboard. Kazinu known for their time trial and qualifying speed.
Ooh. We even have El Saco and Gabriel Live up there too. A lot of these drivers have been putting in practice this time, and
Yeah, it definitely looks like we have yes, a lot of
oh
practice
wait,
for us.
actually some big news that I should mention. We even have a big lineup change here, which would probably influence the team standings a lot in the future of FC2. Demonatic has switched from Pit Night to IKEA Racing for the rest of the season. And IKEA
Oh,
Racing is trying to catch up to Alfrog, who has had a dominant first half of the season so far. They're the first to reach 1,000 points since last race, and IKEA Racing is about 232 behind them. So we're gonna have to see what IKEA Racing can do with their new addition to the team, Demonatic, and see everyone do this one-shot quali. I am actually just lagging looking at this pile of drivers here as we have 3 seconds to go, and they're launching off one in the Satomni, you screwed up. Satomni screwed up and didn't add a delay and added a delay by accident, and now we're gonna reset. We are not waiting for 99 drivers to go in a delayed time, and it seems like Vicky is just going off on his own already, and we need another reset. Third time's the charm, probably, and
no. Oh,
oh, did it work? Does it work? No, it doesn't. Okay.
fourth time's the charm.
Fourth time's the charm, and we have Demonatic, a few people launching off a little early. What in the world is happening here?
Fifth time's the charm?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's hope so. As now we probably have a bunch of entity cramming as every time they
So,
try and restart.
do you think with the addition of Demonatic to IKEA, do you think they'll have enough to be able to catch Alfrog by the end of the season? 'Cause
It's a big
Demonatic
possibility.
is
They
a
have
very high-scoring driver.
It's a big possibility. Like, however, like obviously Alfrog has a strong lineup, and now IKEA is starting to match that. Let's see. Who does IKEA have at their main drivers? IKEA has Demonatic, El Saco, and Big Bird, three names who are in the top 10 at the moment in the leaderboard. And Alfrog can challenge them with Quasar, Ferrari F15, Sandors, and only Kaiser can't join because he's done FC1. And if he really wanted to join, Hudspot is in the team as well. So it's it's a balance of two really strong, powerful teams. It's just that IKEA Racing just didn't have the super powerful lineup that they had as Alfrog did in the first part of the season. Now we're in the second part where we have Demonatic absolutely locking in this in FC2, and pretty much has pretty much mastered the back markers around FC2 after 12 races. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be very close. What's your input on it, TDG?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking that looking at the lineups, I think that IKEA definitely has a stronger lineup than Alfrog at the moment. But I don't know, 200 points is a lot to come back from.
It is, yeah. Alfrog has absolutely dominated the field here. They've scored the most points in a singular race by a lot. Like they have the the largest amount of points scored by one team in one race is
Is that
beaten by
the
Alfrog in
magical?
2 races. So yeah, Alfrog was a little dominant in first part of the season. We still have 12 races to go, including this one, and anything could really happen. As now everyone is in a blob. The Neapolitan ice cream is back, and we have a random here who's just not in the heat. What is going on in the timer? There's a guy named Noobvok who's like -2 minutes into the heat, but we're gonna get ready for Satomni to start the heat, and now here we go. 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Seems like XMPR had a little lag start there, going off in the front, and let's see the humongous blob going to turn 1. And we have lots of people flying here from La Source, and XMPR still leading with Big Burb from the actual blob, just going to Eau Rouge. Let's see who takes it better. Seems like Iltis Zamor is flying through the straight here, into the Camel Straight. Big Burb is not too far behind, a few blocks, and Nemamrad Windows, Kazinhu, and seems like Ozone is in the mix as well. We even have El Saco, Adam Zappos, Zinzoom here, and
It looks
a
like
bunch of.
Demon Addict is actually having a
What in the
had a
world,
bad
Zinzoom?
campaign there.
Where is Zinzoom going? He just decided to park his boat into the
Oh.
wood there. Maybe he thought of the old drop tap.
Old
Yeah.
drop tap.
Anyway, let's go back to the front. We're gonna be watching Big Burb and Iltisamore dueling it out here. They're gonna take the first skip and try and set the fastest time. Big Burb is gonna jump over it. El Saco messes it up a tiny bit. And Quasar's also in the mix. Our main Alfrog driver. He was a previous championship leader before he took a break for like 6 races, and now he's getting back in the mix and trying to get up to where Demon Atticus. And now Big Burb is leading here, with Iltisamore taking a bunch of pack ties. It seems like Kazinhu got a really good exit there, and this is one-shot qualifying. Big Burb is going to be starting first in the sprint, and that is a tremendous lap for him, 1:25.8. As now everyone else sets their time. Kazinhu takes second place, Iltis takes third, El Saco de Papa takes fourth, JH Dash in fifth. Then we have Lifein, Kane, Ferrari, T-Pause, Mike, Mecox, and Nido, Mango 7, and Nemamrad Windows, and Demonatic down in P15. Big gaps here, mainly because it's a one-shot qualifying, but this is a very interesting lineup. We have a Garana racer in the front row with Big Burb. He races for IKEA Racing. If they could get a good position here for the race, since since the results of the sprint race will be basically qualifying for the feature race, Big Bird will have a humongous advantage getting clean air and taking the lead of the sprint race.
So looking at the actual qualifying positions, what team do you actually think got the best qualifying here?
Seems like IKEA Racing has done really well here. We have Big Burb and El Saco de Papas are up there. They're fourth and first. I don't know who the third IKEA Racing is. It's Demonatic. Demonatic, who is in IKEA now, is in 15th. They have their 3 main drivers in the top 15. They're doing really well, especially for just a one lap pace. Kazinhu right now is trying to pull a lot of weight here for Garana Racing. We even have I think Gabriel Live messed up his lap, so he's not in the top 15. And the other teammate is Anthrox, who's not even here either. Yeah, Mecox is in the Mecox is actually in the Garana Juniors team, and he just scored P11.
Oh.
Yep. So that's good stuff from him. He's trying to prove that he can move up to the main Garana Racing team. Good stuff from him. Otherwise, let's comparing IKEA to Alfrog. Alfrog does have Ferrari F15 up there, and Ferrari F15 with its racing management has been a lot better than Ferrari in F1. So I can see him do well in the sprint race. And
Reki also qualifying all the way up in P6.
Yeah, he is racing for Alfrog, I believe, and only Kaiser's not able to do this. Sand is probably on. Yeah, Sand is on in the race. Reki, the 3 main drivers Alfrog have right now are Quasar, Sandors, and Ferrari 15. Reki's not going to be scoring points today for their team, unfortunately, as he gets P6 in this sprint qualifying.
I didn't realize that Quasar was in this race. Okay.
Yeah, Quasar just he probably messed up his lap there. He's not in the top 15, and I mean we've seen Quasar. He's won multiple times in FC2. He knows how to get around his back markers. Um, Currently sitting fifth in the championship at the moment with a bunch of absences, but a very good record. So,
He ended
Alf,
up
yeah.
qualifying P22 with a
Yeah.
129.5.
So we have 96 drivers who have qualified here. That is that is
It's
absurd
crazy.
because the average lap time here is about 90 seconds. So we're gonna have a really packed race here, despite how big this track is, and we even have oh boy, we're missing grids. So Tommy has to get to work and create a bunch of grids here, and yeah,
Fast.
oh boy, oh boy, get to work, Satomni. Anyway, yes, this is. What do you? What are your thoughts, TDG? Like, Do you think anyone's gonna come up from the bottom and surprise us this race?
As far as coming up from the bottom, I'm not quite sure. We always have to look out for Quasar as he's very good at these sort of crowded race starts and pushing through back markers. So he's definitely someone to look out for, despite him being all the way down in P22, which I
I
believe
can't.
if it's
I
for
can.
FC1.
I can't even scroll all the way up because because the list is so big. Anyway, we even have. Let me see. Who else can we name here? Sandors is in 16th, just missing out on top 15. Well, Becky's an IKEA racer, but he's not driving for points today. Let's see. Who is Robert Leon? Robert Leon is in P19, and that's actually a pretty decent time. We even have Laser Sloth starting in P23. Gabriel Lives couldn't get a good lap there. He's still sitting in second place in the individual standings. Ozone is making an appearance. BibQ as well. Dark Robo from Boat Labs, from Boat Labs Quick Racing, also pulled up. There's a lot of these names I could talk about. And since there was one shot quality, well, and then except for okay, well, Zine Zoom just extremely bottled that one corner, but it's
Yeah, Zinzu miraculously lost 2 minutes in one corner.
yeah, he tried to go for a little he tried to go for a little drop top there, and then just instantly lost a whole minute going for just driving through the wood, looking like Lewis Hamilton in his sprint qualifying heat. But that was he's gonna be starting last. Maybe he'll be able to clip farm. Zine's a good driver, so it's we're still gonna have to see. We have a no grid oopsie announcement from Satami as he has 2 minutes to set up about 100 grids, and like probably more because some people didn't or started late. But
Zine is also someone to maybe possibly look out for, as he did this exact same starting from last in I believe it was Jeddah, and he I believe ended up finishing in the top 3 that race.
ooh, the top three. Yeah, Jeddah has been a really hard, like difficult and chaotic race, and Xeno was good enough to be able to capitalize off it, off the back markers, just destroying everyone else. And we even have Nido in this race as well. Speaking of Jeddah, Nido, this is the guy who got second place in it after getting bumped on the very last lap, just like El Salco in Canada. But we have about a minute to go before we start this featured race. This is this is insane. This gimmick is really goofy though. Like Satomi has basically cut off about about 4 seconds off the lap time with this gimmick. So here we go, 30 about half a minute to go, and we're about to see 100 drivers drive on Spa Francorchamps, and wish everyone good luck because they're all gonna need it. So, I mean,
Let's see.
TG,
Oh,
for you, what would be the more difficult corners that the FC2 drivers might have to look out for?
so definitely Eau Rouge is a difficult corner to maximize. You don't want to. It's very tricky because you want to straighten out as soon as possible, but also you got to watch out for this wood on the side of the track. You definitely do not want to scrape it because that speed carries over throughout the entire straight. So you can lose up to like 1 to 2 seconds just from like a micro scrape.
Yeah, because you have
So
a long camel straight to go before going up into this well fast chicane. Plus the fast chicane does have a really tight line as well, don't you think?
I believe so. A lot of people, what I typically do is, I found the best strat is to actually use the pack dice to help slow you down for the corner.
Mhm.
It sets you up a lot better for the next corner, and then therefore the corner after that. So there's definitely a lot to think about, even in like these seemingly simple corners that just look like they're you just follow the blue ice, but I believe that there's a lot more to
Oh,
think
there you go.
about. Speaking of, the grids
Yeah.
have been loaded. Let's take a
Oh
look.
my word! I was just trying to go fly around the track and I just got to the third section. The guy named Behind is in last place. What?
No, that is fitting. Let's just
Yeah, just keep him there. Anyway, we can try and rapid fire this. I'm gonna message to Tumney. All right, here we go. Wish me luck here, I'm gonna go name him Big Burp, Kazinhu, Iltazamor, El Papas, JH, Bricky, Kane, Ferrari 15, T-Pause, Mecox, Nido, Mango, Nemamrad Windows, Demon, Sandoris, Mopeki, Ficky, Robert, Digo, Sweats, Quasor, Laser, Shadowman, Sharfy, 2, whatever the heck that is, Adam Sapples, Dapic Egg, Builder Matty, six pack. What? Anthrox,
that's
Fuzzy Gamer, Distorted Lemon, Teddy, Gaber, Ozone, Tortoise, Spige, Fabubu, Dark Robo, BibQ, Rubik, Ballfred, Irrelevant Gamer, Martinus, uh, Axel,
not to be confused with
Axolot,
Martinity.
Nerb, yeah, Chad Bonji's, Allied Galaxies, there's Nilu, Gambit, or Gambitzo, Luke, Fact Checker, Geodelis, Ephra, XMPR, oh, Jesus. Draco, big boy, you want to take over TGG? I'm getting tired.
Okay, we got Logan Bestone, Arthur Homan, Foxless, Saturin, Coin a Tank, Rexury, Mr. Gray Jr., Zizu Briar, that might be a Guarana racer. BR means, I believe, would be in Brazil. Castellucci, Void Chicken. We got a couple invisible people. Moloko, Vitor 052 or 0502. The
Just give him short names.
Avtime,
Short names.
Ovo Mountain. Nah, I gotta do this. August the Great. Pau de Quejo. Saitamo. Hose Diagram GHG. End Round. Jawo 21,400 343.
Okay.
FBB JYB. Erez 12. Platypus. Yellow Bear World. Calabresa. No! Skibidi
Well,
Toiletta!
what a way to end it. We got Scooby Twiletta. Let's go to Big Burb. Let's go to Big Burb, who's starting in first place here in turn 1. That's a very good start for him, except he just messed up the exit a tiny bit. Let's see who else gets bumped up because there's definitely people who bump. Demonatic gets a decent start. Sharfy got bumped badly. Big Burb is in tandem for the lead with Kazinhu at the moment, and Iltazamor is trying to get in the mix as well. Iltazamor, who hasn't really practiced the track, is also getting in the mix here with the top 3. Big Burb, Kazinhu are taking this line, and Iltaz is actually holding him off pretty well. They're actually side by side right now, split by nothing at the moment. Look at that 0-0 gap there. And here we go into the second sector. Kazinu's gonna lead by a tiny bit, and going to Puhan, one of the fast corners here. We're gonna see Iltis trying to get a little bit more exit speed. It doesn't really seem to be working that much as we go into the first skip out of 2. and the three of them will obviously be going for it. Seems like Iltis will blast through it. So does Big Bird because Zinu doesn't have much practice on it, and everyone else is gonna send it. This skip seems to be pretty easy. Oh, never mind. Meekog's bumped, and his teammate got bumped there, and Demonatic just got a trip overtake thanks to that. And
It
that
does look
was,
like there's a person on track, AFK, in the wide right hand there.
yeah, I guess so. He's in his starting grid, by the way. That's it. So it
So
doesn't
does
seem
look
like.
Big Bird seems to
Ooh.
be running away early here.
Yeah, that's very good for him. Big Burb is out of tandem with Kazinhu, and Iltisamor gets pushed out of tandem. Here comes JH Dash, who has podium a few times in FC2. Osaka the Papas is just trailing right behind him as well. We got a whole train here fighting for P1. Big Burb with Kazinhu pressuring him as we have 3 laps to go. So Big Bird going slightly slower than Kazinhu in this section. I can see Kazinhu gaining a tiny bit there, but he does have to slow down. Yep, there we go, 9/10 behind him. He's trying to get a tandem, doing whatever he can, leaving Iltisamor in the dust as he's holding up JH Dash and Osaka the Papas. And we can look further back as well. We can see a fight here between Brecky and Ferrari 15. Two Alfrog drivers, one main driver fighting a reserve. And it seems like Brecky's actually holding his ground at the moment. Never mind, he starts lagging, and now he's frozen, bumping everyone else. So, that is unfortunate for Brecky and everyone behind him. Ferrari 15 is going to get a clean pass. Ferrari 15 gets an overtake on Mopeki, literally, as he jumps over him in the skip. And and takes P6, apparently, I think. So, good stuff from him. Big Burb is still feeling the pressure from behind by Kazinhu. However, Kazinhu doesn't seem to have adapted to these gimmicks. As now we come across the first backmarkers already on lap 3, so this is going to be very dangerous. And Big Verb is going on to Orouge, meeting a backmarker on the straights. Oh, he's slowing down a tiny bit. Big Verb has to release. Will Kazinhu catch up and try and get in tandem? Big Verb is in tandem with the backmarker. Can Kazinhu get past as well? Oh yes, he can. That's with a little difficulty though. But look at it. Look in front of Big Bird. He has a humongous train ahead of him. About 5 drivers that he has to get past. Never mind. Make that 3 because 2 of them just absolutely bombed the corner. And they bombed Kazinhu as well. There we go. Iltisamor is gonna have a chance to catch up. 4 seconds behind, and Big Bird has a huge gap for the lead. As now he just needs to hold off the other drivers for 2 more laps. My chunks are just not loading for Puhan for some reason, and I see Big Bird taking a skip, getting a double overtake. That was a clean pass on behind, as we talked about earlier. Let's see, what other fights can we look at for?
It does appear this sprint race is very good for people who may have gotten like a very bad qualifying. For example, Quasor fought his way from P22. He's now up to P8.
Yeah, that was a very good sprint start for Quasar. We didn't even mention him, and he's just flying through the field right now. Now he's trying to catch up to Mopeki at the moment. Let's see how they take the skip. They both go for the skip. Quasar almost gets bumped, but now is pushing Mopeki all he can into turn 1. We still have backmarkers everywhere on track. About an average of 1 second per one backmarker per second on the track. Here we go into Oru. See, like Moveki's line is kind of compromised. So is Quasar as he has to go around them. That is very close as he gets a triple overtake. And oh wait, Iltisamor seems to have passed Kazinhu as well. I kind of want to see this battle here. Kazinhu has to let Iltis pass, but Iltis is not in the clear yet. Kazinhu is trying to find any move he can get on probably his fellow Garona racer. But Iltis did just get past the backmarker he's in tandem with, August the Great. And El Saco is also getting in the mix as they all got slowed down. These are all podium positions, well, except this is still a sprint race. And Big Burb is on the final lap already. So, yeah, Big Burb. Wait, no, Big Burb is on the final sector, not the final lap. He did get bumped though. He got bumped, and he still has more backmarkers ahead. I don't know if he's gonna lose 6 seconds though to Iltis. He did lose quite a bit though, and Iltis slightly caught up. Where is Big Bird right now? He's being held up by Arthur Homem. Hopefully he doesn't get bumped badly here. That's very close for him as he goes over the backmarkers. 3 backmarkers in tandem with him, but he does finish in first place. Iltis will take second place, starting in front row with him. Gazinhu couldn't keep the position and takes third. El Saco gets up to stays in fourth. JH stays in fifth. Ferrari 15 is going to be in sixth, and Quasar all the way up from P22 all the way to P7. So very good stuff from the top 8 here as they score points in the sprint race. And it seems like Demonatic did move up a few positions from his bad start as well. Gabriel Live with a tremendous start from P35 all the way up to P9. And now we have Soda Soaker starting from all the way in the back. 77 positions gained for him, as he says in chat. And now Soda Soaker is on fire on the track. We didn't even talk about him.
These sprint races are definitely a great thing for those faster drivers who like to start back in the all the way in the back. Soda Circuit, what will he be starting in this in this next race?
If he can get 77 positions in 4 laps, what can he do with like 4 times more?
Maybe he can gain another 77. In
we still have to like note though, like Soda Soaker is gonna have harder overtakes everyone he passes, so it's gonna be a little tricky for Soda Soaker, but I think he can do it. He's probably the best driver in the world, and he has 21 drivers ahead of him to pass. He usually starts in last place in the feature races, but this time we have a sprint qualifying where he can actually show off his race pace against everyone instead of a one lap wonder. So
there is a very real chance that we might see another last to podium this year.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for it. That's always exciting. And fighting through the field.
Someone who we haven't seen much. Actually, 2 people who haven't seen much. They're in P14 and 15. Mango and
Mango 7.
Didn't Axolotus start quite far back? I remember him around P40 something. He went all the way to P15. Yeah, so many of these people from the back have just miraculously showed off that they can pass people, and they got somewhat lucky with the back markers in this race. And it's literally anything can happen in FC2. You obviously do need pace, but a lot of luck is involved, as we always have numbers almost beating BCC from last year.
I checked. They started in P43.
Wow. Axolotus?
Yes.
What a race for him. What a sprint race for him. He almost went up 30 positions there.
Very impressive. I'm looking forward to see what Quasar is able to do with this.
You're right.
Here.
You're right. Quasar is also kind of retired driver, but he still has it in him to absolutely shred through the pack of in the field here. Yep. We just had the 93rd driver cross the finish line just now, as the heat ended, and Satomi will be loading up the feature race shortly. I got an emergency. So, that's sad. Rest in peace, Dark Row. He DC'd. But we have about how many people finished this? Okay, well, 93 finished this. We have 102 drivers signed up for this race. This is great. You just have a difficult track with. Oh my god! I just noticed a tower there. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
What in the world? It just keeps going up. One shift and I said, one shift is all it takes. Here we go, and they're trying to stack it up here. Can they reach where I am at the moment? Oh, never mind. Someone press shift again.
I can't wait for this to be the next Paper Yoshi cover. Oh.
I guess there's just this one troll who just decides to press shift all the time. My goodness. Oh wait, what the heck? They actually took out. Wait, they took out the skip. So Tommy took out the
Whoa.
skip for this race. Some people are saying keep the skip, get rid of the skip, but it seems like Satomni's working to get rid of the. Well, he got rid of the second skip, the one cutting off the second chicane or the last chicane, and here. Oh my goodness, here we go. We have a bunch of these drivers who just got teleported here, and I'm just gonna pretend that I wrapped all these names in the grid. Big Bird. Yep,
Link,
that's
the
how you.
future rival of Eminem. He's
Yeah.
commentating for FC2.
I might be cooking. I might be cooking. All right, here we go. Big Burp is going to be starting in the front after getting pole position and staying in pole position with Ilta Zamora right next to him. We're going to have to see with 14 laps, and Satomni forgot the pits.
Okay,
Satomni.
do we wanna put up a poll for this?
Oh, right. I guess I'll go. I gotta rush this, so. Dude,
It'd be Iltis, Big Burb, and then Kazinhu Osako, and then JH Ferrari.
let's see. So front row. We're gonna have a vote here. Front row, second, and third row.
Oh.
Fourth and fifth row, or some random dude.
Do fourth and sixth row. Do fourth and sixth row.
Oh well, too late.
Ah.
I clicked the button a little too late. Anyway, go vote for it. Go vote for the poll. We have an immediate vote for front row. So for Big Bird and Iltis. Kazuno Osako de Papas JH-Ferrari 15 if you think it's the second and third row. Quasar, Mopeki, Gabriel Live, and Demonatic for the fourth and fifth row. And everyone else here in the grid, including Soda Soaker, like big names like Soda Soaker, and let's see, who else can we name here? Okay, Soda Soaker is like the only one who actually got a crazy start. Here we go, 5 seconds to go. It's 3, 2, 1, and foot to the floor into the ice, and we're off into the start into turn 1. Big Verb is going to hold on to the lead there against 4 other drivers. El Sago de Papa seems to be in tandem as well for the lead, but just barely. I think Big Verb is going to hold on to this fight into Eau Rouge. I think I want to stick around here for Eau Rouge to watch the chaos as everyone drives past us. It seems like this. Wait, Brecky is taking the off route here, and he just messes it up. But that is an interesting strategy.
That
Now
is
we,
very interesting strategy.
but now I want to watch Eau Rouge right now as everyone, literally everyone, no exception, is getting bumped. Except for, what the heck? I thought Luca was going to pull off an insane move there. And we even have Vicky going up to the off-road.
Oh my gosh,
Vicky getting
Vicky.
probably 20 overtakes just off the off-road. That was amazing for him. Now let's go back to the front though. We have a tandem battle between Big Verb and Kazuzu. It is a rematch from the sprint race, but this is for the actual points. Here we go down the skip. They know how the skip works, and well, the second one has been taken out. So Big Verb is just gonna be blasting fast with Kazinhu as Iltis has fallen off the tandem. El Saco is now in tandem for 4th place against Meecox. What an incredible start for Meecox as he jumps up to 5th place. The Guarana Racing Junior apparently, racer apparently is all the way up in P5. You guys might have to change up your lineup. And oh no, they brought back the skip. Kazuno got bumped. Kazuno got bumped in the skip. Ilta Zamora will take V2, and Big Burb has set a 128 flap, which might stay if he meets a backmarker in the second lap. Now let's see all the way back though. Soda Soaker has gotten an incredible start as well. Soda Soaker from P22
already.
all the way up to P6. What in the world is this man doing as he goes up into the Camel Straight, fighting with Gabriel Live, one of the top contenders of this championship? I don't think. Speaking of contenders in the championship,
Demonatic boots right now.
Yeah, Soda Soaker just went up to P5. He's demolishing Gabriel Live's pace as now he's catching up to JH and Osaka de Papas, who are currently fighting for P3, which might not last long as Soda Soaker has pretty much mastered boat racing as a whole. So Here we go down the skip. We have a first back marker as well, but he doesn't go for the skip. Osako and JH are in tandem together, fighting for third place still. Sodazucker and Gabriel Live is still holding off Sodazucker right now. He's still trying to get in the fight with him in tandem, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to hold it off. Here we go into Bloshimo and going to the bus stop corners. For the last sector. Gabriel Live took a lot more blue eyes. That's a big exit speed for him, but he scraped aside, and I think he's gonna lose the tandem battle to Soda Soaker soon. As now we dive down into turn 1. Big burps. That's a crazy fast this lap. A 126.1 with the skips, and we have some people coming out of the pits here who are about to infringe this traffic, and I think JH Dash and Osako are still fighting. We have 2 tandem battles out here in the front. What in the world is happening here? So here we go. Now Sagan. Oh, JH Dash gets bumped. Sodazucker tries to get Gabriel Live out of tandem. JH Dash is going to be in tandem with Sodazucker as Soda fights for P4 now. He is slowly moving up here, beating out all the top drivers of FC2 as if he was playing F1 in easy mode. So that is incredible stuff from him, and right now he's catching his old fellow racer El Sakura Papas, his FC2 no not F what am I saying OS2 competitor, and right now he's just using these backmarkers to its advantage. Iltis Amor and El Saco are now fighting for the podium positions as Big Bird is still trying to run away from it with a 3-second lead, and El Saco and Iltis both had to get out of the way there. JH Dash is still holding on to the tandem battle against Soda. He might have to let go. He's super close to getting bumped. And here we go into the skip. Soda Soaker dives into it, and it seems like JH Dash has lost position. So wait, Soda Soaker has gotten past El Saco as well.
Soda is slicing his way through the field here.
What in the world?
We got Big Bird. Big Bird.
I kind of want to go to the back battles right now, but it's like super interesting here in the front. It's like right now, Soda Soaker's fighting Iltis Amor. He probably got bumped in Eau Rouge or something. What in the world? Soda Soaker is in front of him as he picks a later breaking point. He gets around a backmarker. Very brave move for him and Iltis. And now he has 6 seconds up the road to catch up to Big Burb.
Big Burb, the last thing standing between Soda and a P1 already from the back. I don't know.
Word.
Over 6 seconds to go, though. I don't know. Big Burb is a relatively new driver. Do we think he'll be able to hold off 6 seconds for the next 10 laps? He has a lot of pace.
Maybe. Soda Zucker has proven that he's had monstrous pace over everyone. He's just proven it now. He has 3 backmarks to go to get past. 4 actually. Sorry. One of them gets in the grass, and now Iltis is just barely hanging on to this fight against Soda Zucker. Iltis is it's not a bad driver. He's actually one of the best drivers in in boat racing right now, but Soda Zucker is just on a whole different league. Yeah, he just bumped Iltis some more after the skip, unfortunately. So Soda Zucker is now in the hunt to try and take P1 away from the race. However, I do want to go all the way back to El Saco right now. Who goes for a pit?
Big Burb.
Oh, Big Burb. Wait, what happened to Big Burb?
Big Bird messed up. Uh-oh.
Oh, that is... I was going to go back to El Saco, except... Oh, never mind. El Saco and Kazinu go for a pit. They both go for a pit. Mango also joins them into the pit. So, now here we go. Big Bird has so many backmarkers to get past. Soda Soaker is going to get slightly bumped. But he comes out of my chunks. Well, he comes out of my chunks in tandem with them. So, that's pretty good.
Soda's going to start breathing down the neck of Big Bird. Big Bird's probably feeling a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, he has 4 backmarkers to get past as well. Can I please get chunks in Pooful? Oh my goodness, Soda Soaker down the inside of Big Bird's Ghost. He's in tandem. What in the world? Soda Soaker pulling off the bravest of moves to try and take the lead of the race. He's trying to take... He's trying to take the lead of the race from last place in the sprint. He just pulled a Lewis Hamilton Brazil in 2021, going from last to first. Soda Soaker is now fighting for the lead. Big Bird is not even in tandem with him, as he gets in tandem with Spike, who was someone in the front earlier, but he probably has a solid Okay, what are my chunks doing? He probably has two pits done as Spice doesn't have the worst pace. Here we go. Soda Soaker is gonna fly past these back markers, and Ilta Zamor is gonna take second place in the race because Big Burb has just pitted. Ooh, I do want to watch this fight though. Kane against Mopeki though. Kane didn't he race in FC1 earlier, bruh? I don't know. We'll just let him.
We have a triple tandem here with Mopeki, Kane, and
Nimrod Windows.
Windows.
Yeah, if you go to
Man,
Oru, it seems like Kane has definitely beat Mopeki in the exit speed. As now he just tries to stay in tandem with Mopeki. This is a little close here. Going to this next chicane after the Camel Straight. Seems like Kane has had his practice in FC1, and he's currently taking these corners pretty cleanly at the moment. We have our own backmarker, Irrelevant Gamer, who's on a two-pit strategy right now. He's on lap 5 and hindering these two guys' race pace. So, there's a triple tandem actually going on further back though. El Soccer de Papas, who has a pit done, is fighting with two Garada racers here, Digo and Kazinhu, who also has a pit done. Wait, El Soccer is currently fighting with Kazinhu for. I just can't see any chunks in Puhan. Well, anyway, here we go. El Soccer and Kazinhu, they've been fighting since the start of the race. They're still fighting here on lap 6 with one pit done. El Soccer takes he just drops a little early there in the skip. That's not what he wants, as he doesn't have a good entry speed into Stallo. Here we go into the last sector. Ken Kazinhu find the pace to try and kick El Soccer out of tandem. We probably won't see it, as my chunks are just lazier than I am.
So a lot of pack guys. I think Kazinhu has a lot more exit speed into.
Yeah, there you go. El Soccer might get bumped here, and seems like
bumped out.
Yeah, he's been left in the dust. El Soccer de Papas does not have the pace to match Kazinhu, as now Kazinhu is trying to bolt it down to try and catch up to Big Bird, and he gets bumped. Big Bird gets bumped. Our previous race leader got bumped, and Kazinhu will take the position away from him. He does get bumped in Orusto, and El Soccer tries to find a move but couldn't quite get it. Where's Big Bird? Big Bird is getting chain bumped. That is unfortunate for him. So he's in the Camel Straight now, but he's behind El Soccer. Unfortunate stuff for him.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Now, I can go back to the fight between Kane and Mopeki, as they both take the skip at the same time. Kane has a slightly better skip. They have Laser Slot and Gaber Live in front of him. Laser Slot is on 2 pits though, and Spy's just on 2 pits ahead of him too. This is so far they've been their entire fight they've been held up by some random backmarker. I just cannot see chunks in Boshimo. Here we go. Mopeki gets bumped, but he gets bumped by Spice, and there we go. That's the result of the fight. Kane will take P5. Mopeki will have Nito the first, trying to catch up to him. And who else can we watch? 32 Gilo. And 32 Gilo is trying to get in a fight here with Big Burb, but doesn't have a pit. He doesn't have a pit to match him though. Zinzoom's also in the mix here with Meekox and whoever that is, if I can see whatever's going on. And no, that's just Allied Galaxy. Never mind. But Zinzoom just got in tandem with Gilo. Zinzoom's neck and neck with Gilo. They're both on the same pit count, so this is for actual position. Gilo gets a slightly better exit here than Zinzoom, as Zinzoom went a tiny bit wide. They're both trying to catch up to Big Burb, a previous race here, who is fighting Big Boy Philip, a backmarker, and just leaving him for these two top level drivers. These two drivers. Wait, they're literally both my 2 Summit teammates. What is going on? So
Summit flashbacks here.
Yeah, yeah, man. Right now they're not having the best of races. Well, I mean, they probably started last. That's like Gilo.
They did. They both started last in the feature race.
Yeah. As now they're trying to get past Big Boy Philip at the moment. So Gilo seems to have gotten past. Zinzoom is struggling a tiny bit to get ahead. Yeah, Zinzoom with a tiny bit of lack of experience. He gets bumped. He gets bumped by the backmarkers. He doesn't have the skill Gilo has. Gilo is one of the best racers. He could probably match Soda Soaker if he had a way better start than if he had an equal start than Soda Soaker had in the sprint race. who is still leading the race right now. Let's see how his air is looking like. It doesn't look like he's dealing with much right now. He's catching up to a four-man train at the moment,
Okay.
but
Soda did have a 12-second gap to Iltis. Oh,
oh, I'm okay. We'll
uh,
take over, please.
Ointa has gotten his DoorDash delivery apparently. All right. Right now we got let's see. We got a seemingly we got a battle with Gabriel and Big Burp here. Oh, as I say that, Big Burp gets bumped out down the Camel Straight. That's gonna be a lot of lost time for him. Let's see. We got Soda Soaker seems to be building the gap against Iltis here, as we might have a very dominant race from Soda here. Despite him starting all the way back from last, very impressive from him. Despite even with him being a very top level driver. Ooh, we got a fight between Alsako here. Alsako, Kazinhu, and Gabriel all coming down the not quite familiar with what this street is called, but with the very long left-hander.
So that was very funny. If you guys want some context, there were some kids who just rang my doorbell for charity for the school.
Let's see, we have a
Oh, Sako pitted. I was gonna
Alsako
I was gonna say he's
coming
in
out of
tandem with
between
Kazinu again.
Gaber. That was Gaber.
Oh, Gabriel. Okay, well, one of the ground drivers. Whatever. So we even have wait. So okay, I was gone for a minute, and Soda Soaker has just gained about 7 seconds to Iltis on the Iltis.
Yeah, I was just saying we might have a repeat of depending on what happens, we could have a repeat of a very similar situation that Alsako had in
Monaco. Yeah.
Monaco.
Oh, he's catching up to
Very
Ozone
dominant
actually.
drive.
He's actually catching up to Ozone to lap him apparently. Ozone's not even a bad driver. He has 2 pits done, and Soda Soaker is just blazing. It's just that fast, going past every single back marker. I don't know. If
Ozone is the top non-boat cam driver.
Wait, what the heck? That's Demonatic. There's Demonatic further ahead.
Demonatic?
He's gonna lap Demonatic soon.
Down. But regardless, that is an insane showing from Soda, as Iltis and JH both pit behind Soda Soaker. Same with Kane. Soda is gonna have to use both of his pits.
I have no hope for these chunks. Yeah, Demonatic is dealing with his own backburgers right now. Soda Soaker is not even that far off. We have 4 people going to pits. What is going on? 4 people have just jumped into the pits. Yeah, I guess they have to do their mandatory pits like soon, as like the race is almost over. Iltis Amor is gonna be coming out first. JH Dash is just right behind him too. Iltis Amor is also contending for a podium here, and Mopegi Kazenhu, Big Burb have gone for a pit. Big Bird, our pole sitter, is not having the best of races. Nito is also in the mix as well, doing his second pit, and we're gonna see how their air looks like. Well, I don't think their air is gonna look that good anymore because look how many drivers have just come out into the exit of the pit. El Sakura Papas with 2 pits done will now be fighting. Will now be trying to fly ahead and trying to catch Kazinhu. 4 seconds back. Soda Soaker, and now Soda Soaker is gonna be the next one to pit. He is 36 seconds ahead of Sandoris.
Sandoris, I believe.
And he goes for the out big pit. Let's freaking go! Let's go! All right. Well,
Sandoris, I believe, was sitting around before everyone pit. He was sitting around P12, P15.
Yeah.
That is an insane gap.
Yeah, he was lapping. He's gonna lap almost everyone here. So, Soda Soaker, well, obviously doesn't have the best of airs right now, but because it's FC2, JH Dash. Wait, JH Dash just got past Gabriel Live. We have a lot of podium contenders here. We have a lot of podium contenders here. It's just Soda Soaker has just completely dominated everyone with his race pace. So he will. This is actually Soda's first FC2 race win because most of the time, well, actually no, all of the time he starts last. It's just that this time it was a sprint race, and he gained 77 positions within 4 laps, which is just it's just incredible how good this guy is.
Gaber is gonna come out in front of Eltis and Osako.
Oh, we have a train here to fight for a podium. We have Iltis here, Iltis, Elsako, and Gaber Live. These are some like decently big names here in FC2. Elsako and Gaber Live. And Iltis has been trying to fight his way up to the front. He was trying to close it on Sozoker, but Sozoker kept gapping him. But now he's fighting with Kazinhu for probably net P2. And we have about 3 laps to go. Sozoker still needs to do his last pit. And Sandor still hasn't done a pit yet, despite being in P2. So that's probably gonna hurt him a lot. Ilthes, however, seems to be doing really well in his fight against Kazinhu as he gets past his backmarker that Kazinhu couldn't. And now they go into the skip with Big Boy Philip in the way. But Kazinhu, oh, they both get past them pretty easily with the skip. But now Ilthes is gonna have Big Boy Philip to deal with right in front of him. And I don't know if he's gonna.
This has been a very unfortunate race for Big Burb at the moment.
Yeah, he's all the way down in P15 with the fastest lap because he set the lap without backmarkers. Here we go. Solo Zucker has done a second pit. He is out of the pits already, and it is still in second place, 8 seconds behind JH Dash. He will definitely be taking a race win, as he's still not done getting overtakes. He's just gotten 3 of them on his pit exit, and you have who's
Soda
the
could
speedy
pit again, and he still might come up in front of Iltis. Soda could do 3 pits and could still win this race.
No. JH is in front of him with a pit. But yeah, that is still impressive stuff.
That is true.
That is still impressive stuff from Soda Zucker. That was a perfect drive, and like this. It could match the performance coming from El Saco in Monaco. Now JH Dash still has to go for a pit. I wonder where he's gonna come out. He's still trying to contend for a podium here. Mopeki is all the way down as well, all the way down the order. Sandors is fighting with him too. And now JH Dash heading into the pits. We're gonna see the rest of the leaders go into the pit except for Soda Soaker, who is where is Soda Soaker? There he is. He's on the last corner, taking the skip, getting faster Relevant Gamer as he heads into the last lap without any pressure behind him. That is unbelievably dominant from Soda Soaker. So let's see, I wonder who's gonna take the podium though. Soda Soaker is definitely gonna take first. We're gonna come back to him, but JH Dash is gonna come out of the pits with Otis just flying past him. Kazinhu is also fighting. JH Dash couldn't quite get into tandem battle, but now we have a tandem battle here into Eau Rouge with Otis and Kazinhu. Big Bird is unfortunately all the way back in P15, as now we have two of the front rows drivers here. Kazinhu just got a double overtake on these 2 back markers. A very good move that he needed to keep Iltis down to P3, but he's still not done yet. He still has another back marker. It's XMPR, as Gurana Racing is seeming to have another podium to their name. So Soda Soaker, who's not even racing for a team right now, is heading into the last sector. We're gonna get back to the battle because there's a humongous train there fighting for the podium positions. Look at that, P2 all the way to P11 or P12. Actually, no, all the way down to P15. The gaps are under 2 seconds for each driver.
It's all the way down to P7. You have a pretty good big.
Oh, never mind. It's Mopeki who's like far behind. Anyway, all the way down to P7, Gamer Live, and here you go. Soda Zucker has taken the win in Spa, unsurprisingly, and Kazinhu is gonna take P2. Wait, El Saco's in P3. Iltis Zamora is back in the fight against El Saco. It's gonna be photo finish. Iltis is gonna take P3 away from El Saco, just disappointing him in the last corner. Gamer Live will take P5, and JH takes P6. Kane takes P7. Good race result for him, and Nemarad Windows will get P8 with Demonatic. Not the best result for him, with Mopeki right behind him. we have Nito just beating Quasor in the last corner as well. And Sandor's Big Bird, Nito the first. Oh no, not Nito beating Quasor. What the heck? The thing bugged out. Anyway, let's see the rest of the drivers finish here. Fuzzy Gamer got his best result in P18. The Life Network, Zine Zoom went up to P20. Lursicala, Gilo, Adam Zappos, Ferrari 15, PA6K, Techno Gustav, Digo, Efra, and who will take P29? Soda Zucker, if you're watching the stream, yes, I absolutely glazed the crap out of you. Yeah, we have 32 drivers. Slater Sloth, or no, 35. Sweatslan will take P35. And we have 5 more positions to try and take points away. Rubik will take one of them. Spice will be next. And 2S, and there we go. Oh, we had a photo finish here. 110 splitting the last 2 drivers to take the points. And no one else will be getting points. We have about 2 minutes for everyone else to try and finish the race. However, that was extremely close for P2, or the podium positions. But Sodazoker was in his own league throughout the entire race.
What a dominant drive from Soda. It doesn't quite match what El Saco had in Monaco, but the fact that he started from last just shows how dominant of a driver Soda is. Like he's in an absolute league of his own, especially whenever
this guy's an absolute unit. So to anyone who voted some random dude in the poll,
I think they all were voting for
yeah, a lot of people did. 88% of you guys voted it. That was a good prediction. You guys saw Soda Soaker down in P22, but I thought Soda Soaker was gonna start struggling a tiny bit because every single driver he overtakes will get harder and harder. But he just proved me wrong by dealing with the back markers flawlessly. So. Well, anyway, our top 10, we have Sodazoker, Kazinhu, El Tisabor, El Saco de Papas, Gabriel Live, JH Dash, Kane, Nemerad Windows, Demonatic, and Mopeki in 10th place. This is...
Yeah, on the flip side of a good race, Big Bird, very unfortunate for him. Started P1, probably just got very unfortunate backmarker luck, and is all the way down in P13. To finish up this race.
Fortunate. He does take the fastest lap. Let's see. I do want to compare IKEA racing to Alfrog right now. People racing in okay. Well, I don't see the visibility word anymore, but it seems very even here. We didn't really have a dominant constructors race here for IKEA racing. Neither did Alfrog have anything. Gurana Racing does have Kazinu up in the podium, and I don't know what team Iltis is driving for. Oh, Iltis is driving for the Pelicans. So that's gonna be some good points for some good points for Pelicans, as they're all the way down in P14 and they get their very first podium. Their point count might have genuinely just tripled thanks to Iltis getting a podium. And then there we okay, everyone got set to survival or adventure. And I guess we'll be starting the celebrations. So Tommy, give everyone snowballs. Hello. This response time is
one day.
One day. Well, yeah, one day. We're getting these snowballs a little slower than my chunks loaded this time. Yeah. Okay, who the heck can give us snowballs?
Adam!
Adam!
Who's swimming Adam, bro? Oh,
maybe they should give you like gift perms.
Yeah, no, I do not have gift perms. I cannot give everyone. What do you mean gimmick active? Gimmick is active, guys. It's time to make this race interesting.
Give snowballs.
A storm
There we
snowball.
go. There we go. Took him long enough.
Let's go!
Oh wait. Hold on. I gotta like get
Ink.
Yeah, eh?
Basically.
Yeah, that's true.
Very sad.
There we go.
I don't want to see.
At least your last one, because I am a wizard.
Yeah, you're
My
a wizard.
beloved!
I guess I can.
Who's saying that?
My beloved!
Who is saying that, bro?
Give me a kiss, Oink! Give me a kiss!
Okay, bro, I'm deafening.
So should we do a final interview with all the podiums?
Yeah, we will.
All right.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna get the interviews going here. Yes, we are, Soda. We're gonna be
Give
starting
me a
off with
mix
third
of
place here.
moose,
Elton
oink.
some more. What a
Hello.
race has been for you. You started in the second
Yeah.
row. And
wait, I need to turn you louder. Hold on.
thank you. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. But
Wait, can you talk?
yes, hello. Test one, test two.
Again?
Test one, test two. Come on.
Hello.
Okay, yes.
Hello. Hello. All right.
Hello,
Anyway.
Elton Zimmer.
Hello.
Start speaking German.
Nice. Okay. Anyway, Iltis, how does it feel getting absolutely gapped by Soda after taking second place?
I felt like, yeah, I'm cooked. Like, I don't know how Soda did that. I don't know. After lap 1, I just looked at the score and suddenly it was like P6. And I already thought, okay, there goes my win chances. But yeah, it was, to be honest, it was a crazy race. And yeah, I don't know.
You still
I
did
don't
good
know how
though. You had a last lap fight with Casino at the end there.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I gave
Like
them
last
some
lap I
food.
was like P7 something, then I just full sent it straight and somehow I got P3. I don't even know what happened.
And then El Socko tried stealing it away from you, but then you
Oh,
took it back in the
yeah.
last corner. That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, no, like because of the lightning rods, I didn't even saw what happened. I watched just P3 because
Can I hear
Casino
what?
bumped me on the first skip because he got bumped myself, so everybody overtook me basically. But
No, I can't hear it.
Well, good job.
it
You
was still a crazy race.
you beat El Socko while he was in tandem. That was very close, and
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
tripled Pelican Junior's points just now.
What's the team called?
There,
What?
Pelican
Oh.
Junior's points.
Oh yeah.
No, he did not.
Yeah, also Kate did also a great race, so this would be massive points.
All right. Well, good job, Eltis, on the podium. We'll move on to
Thank you.
Kazindu. Well,
Kazinu.
I'm guessing you're not gonna be able to speak in.
Hi.
Kazinu. Let's go. Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Sip to
yeah,
the
he does
chill.
have a mic, but he's not really good at English. You want to say something in Brazilian for your Guarano brothers?
Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah.
In Portuguese, yeah.
Certo.
Sorry.
Yeah. Nice race, guys.
Okay, that seems very English. Well, good job, Kazinu. Good job on the V2.
Oh, thank you.
Adam.
I think we have a Brit.
Hi.
We have a little happy Brit here at the top.
Hi.
So-
Hi
so-
guys.
I don't even have
Hello.
any more. I don't have
Let
any
me
more words,
I'll come
right?
down here. Listen, man. I don't know if you Captain Almar started in the sprint, but
No, no, I
P101,
I was-
P101, and made it to P24 in the sprint. That's already like 77 positions. Listen, man, I'll take that. And then I expected to bottle it, if I'm gonna be honest. But no,
Yeah, I did too.
I'm okay,
Bruh.
Dude.
No, but yeah, pretty dominant win as well. Like, I mean, gaps are probably. I know El Sacco had that like 40-second gap in Monaco.
Okay,
But
like you literally pulled it
I
on
think-
Hamilton Interlagos 2021. Come on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Listen, 101st to first. That doesn't happen very often, you know. That's so. I know
that it was a very like dominant. I know that it was a very dominant drive, but I was wondering if you had like any. Were there any like difficulties that you ran into during the race, or was it just like smooth sailing the entire time?
I mean, I think I got bumped like a total of 5 times between the sprint and the actual race. So I feel like I don't think I had too many issues. I lagged out a little bit in the near the start of the race, but I thankfully I reconnected fine, so didn't actually disconnect from the server, which would have been.
Disconnect.
Yeah. True. Listen, man, if I disconnected on like the second last lap or something, I would have cried. But no, thankfully I'm here, and I won, and I don't really know how, but I recorded it all at 3000 bitrate, so it's gonna be in about 6 pixels.
I don't have any other words to describe how good your race was. Good job, Soker.
Thank you, thank you.
Bad job.
They say I don't think I'll have a better race, probably ever. So
I mean, when is the
Cherish
next sprint race?
I don't even know.
Is it Zandvoort or did they remove or wait.
I don't think it's Zandvoort.
I gotta Google this, bro.
It is. It's
Oh, never
Coda.
mind.
Oh,
Oh,
Coda.
it's Coda.
Ooh.
That's far
It's
off though.
would actually be my birthday race. So I'll either that
No!
or so I
Alright,
may not
guys,
be that. It
everyone
depends
slow
what I'm
down
doing
for
my
the
birthday.
Coda race.
Yeah. Give me a
Soda,
win,
sign
please.
my
Thank
ball.
you.
Dude, give me a win. Let me.
Please, Soda. Please.
Ahana. Ahana.
No.
Alright, we'll just let this chaos
Oh,
happen.
oh, Rigged, I'll
Let
just
this
kick
chaos
you.
happen.
Blue
Let's
flag,
get away
bitch.
here. Alright, well, that was the Scuff FC2 stream in Spa-Francorchamps. I'm joined here by TDG. Thank you for
Bye.
commentating.
What track are we on?
Bruh.